Coming back in a moment. Okay. If you need to straighten it out, you can. Okay. I've got my IT department. Can they hear me yet?
Yeah, no, they can hear you.
If you can hear me, Lamisha, can you hear me? Thumbs up. Thank you. All right. So I've got my IT department, my marketing team, AKA Portia Wilkins, making sure that all things are good and all things are copacetic for the training tonight. I want to say congratulations to every single one of you leaders that made it out to the events that were taking place over the last 24 to 48 hours. Obviously, we had an incredible event right here in Houston, Texas. Like I said, we had people from all over the Texas area that made it to Houston for that event. We had people drive in. Some people flew in to be at that event on yesterday, and we covered some of the meat of the matters of how to make this business work. We talked at a high level from a mindset perspective. We talked about having the proper game plan, having the proper expectations for the business. We even had a portion of the training focused on how to use social media as a strategy to go ahead and build a team and grow a business. And I'm telling you, the light bulbs went off for so many people on yesterday right here in Houston, Texas. I think we had maybe 60 or 70 plus people that were in attendance at that event. And it was just a first-class event hosted by Triple Diamonds, qualified Triple Diamonds, Tracy and Kay Fisher, phenomenal business partners of ours, and just salt of the earth people, understand and are completely sold out on the vision of one team, one mission, 100 million. And so we're excited about that. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to write this down. Leadership is not a noun. Leadership, it is not a noun, it's a verb, okay? A noun, it describes a person, place, or thing. A verb describes action. I was watching today Presidential Diamond, qualifying Presidential Diamond, Nina Mora, had several of her diamonds, and I think Joseph Newman, diamond in the company, as well as Wayman Patterson, double diamond. They all went up there to North Carolina and just lit it up there. I know they were traveling over to Atlanta, Georgia, spreading the message of what we do. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a part of leadership, action, verb. And so a lot of times I know in our business, what we tend to do is, and I did it before when I first started in this profession, I would compare what I call my offline struggles to people's online controlled content. I would compare what I wasn't doing to what people were doing. I would compare my weaknesses to people's strengths. And ladies and gentlemen, let me share something with you. It's always an unfair comparison when you do that. I want you to write this down. You know, when I look at It Works Global as a company, 18 years in business, and you know, I was having a conversation a few days ago with Mr. Tracy Fisher, and we were recanting and talking about really what it is that I was doing in the very beginning of launching It Works, and some of the light bulbs that were going off for people when we were first launching the business back in October, or started our Whisper campaign in September. And some of you, just at a high level, let me just kind of explain and walk you through it, because I'm going to talk about how to maximize the compensation plan here that works. But I want to set the proper foundation for what you are going to do as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, to make this happen. But here's what I want you to write down. I want you to work It Works like you work your job. I want you to work It Works like you work your job. I want you to have the job mindset. And some of you, before you cast stones, I want you to understand that most of the people that are part of our teams, 95% of the people that are part of our business, do this on a part-time basis. Hopefully, you shared this broadcast on your social media. Put this link on your social media. Hopefully, some of you, you've sent it out to your group pages or your group text, because you need to have people understand how the compensation plan works. We were talking, and he says, Mr. Wilkins, one of the things that you were doing was you were explaining the compensation plan 3 to 4 times a day with groups of people, anywhere between 5 to sometimes 20 and 30 people at a session. I was doing that 3 to 4 times a day. But here's the most important piece of that. I was explaining not just how the compensation plan works, but the psychology of the comp plan. Write this down, please. The purpose of a compensation plan. The purpose of it, P-U-R-P-O-S-E. This word purpose means original intent. Okay? Original intent. The purpose of a compensation plan is not to pay you money. Okay? The purpose of a compensation plan is to drive a particular behavior. Write that down, please. Okay? Because I'm going to explain the comp plan, the X's and the O's, but I want to bring you into a high level of thought of what happens behind the scenes to really help you understand the sheer magnitude of people that are involved in It Works, and many of them have been involved with the company for a year. Several of them have been involved with the company for 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, and 15 years, and have been earning hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars through this compensation plan because of the purpose of it. Okay. That's how this works. Now, the original intent, the purpose of a compensation plan is to determine the style of behavior you want the distributors performing in the field. That's why you'll see some companies, ladies and gentlemen, where you see the same people that are at the top of the company and no new stories, no new top income earners at that income level, because the behavior of the compensation plan is very limited to the masses of people accomplishing their objective through the comp plan. So what do I mean by this? When you look at the intention of the It Works compensation plan, it is what I call customer focused. Okay? It is customer focused. Now, if you notice, a couple of things I want to give you. If you notice, we call the customers loyal customers. Okay? The company enrolls about 2 million loyal customers every year. Notice we don't ever talk about or use the word or the adjective loyal to describe the distributors. By show of hands, how many of you know what I'm talking about? Why? Because distributors are not loyal. They're just not. Now listen to me. This is not an attack. I've been doing this now. In August, we'll make 15 years that we've been involved in network marketing. The first 6 years, I did not earn a lot of money. It does not mean there was anything wrong with me. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you if you're not making a lot of money your first 6 days or your first 6 weeks or your first 6 months. I was learning the craft. Write this down. Don't learn the tricks of the trade, master the trade. See, I was mastering the trade. It takes 10,000 hours to master this trade, the profession, the skill set. I was talking the other day, my younger brother, he sent me a news press clipping of an R&B singer by the name of Jaheim. Jaheim happens to be one of my favorite R&B singers. For those of you that are so saved and sanctified, you don't know who Jaheim is, you know who Shirley Caesar is. Shirley Caesar is, God bless you. But let me talk to those of us that listen to hip hop and R&B every now and again, because this story is going to make more sense to you. But he sent me the press clipping, and it showed that Jaheim was no longer a top charting R&B singer. He wasn't selling out shows anymore. This is a guy that, you know, he was compared to Luther Vandross in terms of his voice style and Teddy Pendergrass. I mean, that's how he sounded. But that was in the early 2000s. In 2019, this report said that he was driving Uber. Is there anything wrong with driving Uber? Absolutely not. I believe Uber has a purpose. I believe the creation of Uber has allowed for other people to participate in what we now coin or call the gig economy, where they're looking for extra $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month part-time on top of what they're earning with their careers or job. It's supplemental, and for some people, it's a full-time income. But one of the things that I share with him is, number one, I will never discredit, demonize, or discount anybody that's looking for a way to earn income to provide for their family. But Jaheim, his skill is his ability to sing. That's his talent. That's his gift. That's his, that's his skill to be able to sing. And he's put in time. He's put in effort. He's put in energy to master that skill. It's just that at this time in the industry, when it comes to music, R&B is not top charting. People are not looking for R&B artists as they were maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago. Now it's all about hip hop and some of these other alternative sounds. And that's why they're making the big bucks. Who would have thought that a person like a Cardi B, who's not classically gifted, classically trained, that is rapping, she used to be an exotic dancer. Now she's commanding anywhere between $1 million to sometimes $2 million a show. And Jaheim, who has a skill, is driving Uber. See, when you master the skills that I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to teach on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it does not matter what's happening in the industry. It has no bearing on what's taking place in the business. You will still be able to produce a result. It won't happen through luck, osmosis, or happenstance. Ladies and gentlemen, when you master the skill of prospecting, of connecting, of recruiting, of following up, of presenting, ladies and gentlemen, guess what happens? You can take that skill wherever you go, and it will yield you the same result. That is how this organization became, a presidential organization within our first 60 days. That's how we always requalify our position, why we've mastered the skills. Now, let me share a couple of things with you as we get ready to break this comp plan down. So I told you the original intent of a compensation plan is to drive a behavior. Now, let me give you a couple of things. I told you over 2 million loyal customers a year are enrolled into InWorks. Right now, there were over 150 millionaire club members in the company. Okay, so within the last, since 2011 to 2018, over 150 millionaire club members. These are people that have earned $1 million in commissions and up. Some have earned $2 million. Some have earned $3 million, $4, $5, $10, $15 million in commissions since 2011. So 2011 to 2018. I'm giving you these numbers because here's what I want you to understand about a compensation plan. A compensation plan, please write this down, is only as good as the people that are living it. See, anybody, and what you will see in network marketing is everybody in any company, whether the company is new or old, whether they're selling a product or a service, they will always tell you, we have the best compensation plan. And guess what? They should feel that way. They should absolutely feel that they have the best compensation plan. Every person will tell you we've got the best leadership, we've got the best products or services that people want, need, and can afford. Everything, every company that I've been with has the best compensation plan. I define compensation plans by how many of the masses of people that are part of your company are living it. Okay? So, over 150 millionaire club members. The company has hundreds. If you were at the Super Saturday, you know what this means. Everybody do this. Hundreds. Come on, participate. Come on, ma'am. Hundreds of that. Thank you, ma'am. I see you. Who is that? Miss Valerie Russell. Thank you. Bless you. All right. Hundreds of people that are earning, listen to me, at least $100,000 plus a year. Everybody, come on, one more time. Hundreds. I need you to participate. Hundreds of them. Now, I'm setting this up for you because I'm going to explain to you how that works. Because I know 98% of you on this Zoom right now, you don't understand the compensation plan. You don't. And it's okay. What's happened is we haven't taken the time, because we've been running and growing and building so fast, to really explain it the way we understand it. So now, hundreds of people doing that. Here's what's most important. 90% of the people that are Millionaire Club members and people that are earning $100,000 a year or more, 90% of them, they are first time in the industry. How many of you think that's good? Meaning, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, they have never done this before. So they're not bringing teams from XYZ company and transitioning them into It Works. They don't have this long list of pedigree of people that they're just bringing to It Works. They're starting brand new, just like you. They don't have the experience of how to market, how to distribute. Many of them don't like speaking publicly in front of a Zoom. That some of them are so afraid to do it. But guess what? They're still in the top 3% of income earners, not just in It Works, but in the world when it comes to network marketing. Because only about 3% of the people in the network marketing industry earn $100,000 a year or more. Only 3%. The other 97% of people don't earn that money. Why? Many of them, they're not looking to earn $100,000 a year or more. Many people just want to earn an additional $500 a month, an extra $1,000 a month, and that is absolutely okay. So now, when you take all of this and then you add to it this final piece, 93% of the top earners are women between the ages of 20 to 39. Let me write white women too. Why am I saying white? Because I want you to understand the opportunity available here. 93% of the six-figure earners and the Millionaire Club members are white women from the age of 20 to 39. Ladies, you better understand what you have your hand on. In the majority of network marketing companies, the top earners are always men or husband and wife, but the men out front leading the business. It is completely reversed inside of It Works. Are you listening to me? What am I saying? I'm saying you don't have all of the bravado, the testosterone, the ego, the infighting, the competition. You don't have any of those things. Not that women are not competitive. Not that there's just an environment of non-achievers. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying to you is, if you are a woman, which 80% of the people that are involved in the network marketing profession, 80% of them are women. It's just that less than 10% of them fall within $100,000 a year or more in the industry. When you look at It Works, that is completely reversed. Why? Because the compensation plan drives a behavior that is so natural for women. Let me give you an example. A woman could be out with her girlfriends at dinner, and she says, I'm going to the restroom. All her girlfriends, whether they got to go or not, will get up and say, girl, I'm coming with you. Ladies, how many know what I'm talking about? Okay? They get up, and they all march in there together. Now, fellas, listen to me. Here's why I love the business. I get emails all the time. How do you build the business as a man? What do you mean? Men have mouths too. We've got eyes and ears too. I can talk to women. I can talk to men too. So here's what happens. Men, when we've got to go to the restroom, well, first of all, we don't make a public declaration to the other fellas. We just go. Okay? And even if we're, hey, man, I'm going to the restroom, the guy doesn't say, hey, okay, I'm going to come with you, bro. No, it's okay. I'll be here when you get, what you telling me for? So here's the natural progression of our company. It's people talking to other people. It's simple, shareable, and sampleable products. Now, let me get down. If you got it, say I got it. Now I'm removing, here's what I want to do for you mentally. I want to remove the block that you have in your head and in your heart, most importantly, that you can't do this, or you need more training, or you need to be a certain weight or a certain size or a certain color. I want to remove all of those limiting beliefs by showing you the statistics and the numbers of people that are just like you, both men and women that have achieved these results. Now, let's talk about the comp plan here, okay? Let's talk about the first way you get paid. The first way we get paid is called the retail portion. This pays 40% on your website. Now, remember, there are always two sides to a comp plan. Let me write this down too, because I'm going to get into some things, and I want you to really grasp it. There is what I call upfront money or front-end money. Okay? This is derived when you enroll a customer. And number two, when you acquire a distributor. Okay? These are the two things that you get paid for on the front end. Are you following me? So when you hear people say, oh, I didn't make any money in it work, so oh, they're liars. Here's what they didn't do. They didn't enroll customers, or they didn't acquire distributors. Those are the two things that you must be doing to earn money inside of not just It Works, for any other business. Here's the deal. Now, the second part of this is what I call back end. Okay, you probably can't see that. Let me use the blue here. Okay, back end money. Back end money. Okay, now this is derived when you build a team. So you're earning overrides from your team. Okay, this is back end money. So you've now started to develop a team, whether that team is 10 people on the team, 20, 200, 2,000. You're making an override percentage on what this team is generating. Does that make sense? I'm in my teaching form tonight, so I need y'all to come on, talk to me. All right. Then the fourth is based on auto ships, or what I refer to as subscriptions. Okay? Subscriptions. So this is how a comp plan works. The majority of companies, for every dollar that's generated in the company, they are going to pay out to the distributors about 40 cents to 50 cents. They keep the other 50%. They pay about 40. That means they're paying about 40% to 50% when it's all said and done to the distributors. Okay? And they keep the other 50 to 60% to run the company, pay their employees, invest into infrastructure, and of course for the owners to make a profit. So it's typically a 50-50 split. In some companies, it's a 60-40 split. And in some companies, sad to say, it's a 70-30 split. 70 to the company, 30% to the field. And in some companies that are crazy, they keep 30% and pay out 70%, and then they're out of business in a year or two. Okay? So now, you got all this, right? So you're going to enroll customers, acquire. These are the things that you do to produce an income. So whenever you look at your check and it's not where you want it to be, I want you to revert and refer back to what I just taught on. How many new customers have I enrolled? How many new distributors have I personally acquired? Now, one of the questions that always comes up is, where do I find good people? Where do I find the people? The people that I've talked to, they don't want to do it. The people that I've talked to, they're not duplicating. The people that I've recruited, my friends, my family, nobody wants to do it. And typically, here's what happens. When people start having that type of conversation, they say, okay, I'm going to go build the business online. They don't understand that building the business online, there still has to be work and a strategy involved. We had a young lady yesterday. She's a triple diamond in the company. She earns a 5-figure income, and inside of it works. She's been with the company, I think, 3 or 4 years, and she builds her team 98% online. How do y'all think that's pretty cool, right? Whereas you don't have, come on, raise your hand. You don't have to go do in-home meetings. You don't have to drive to a person's house. You don't need to waste gas. You don't have to do all those things and get in front of a room or press power. You don't have to do any of that. She does it all online. And a lot of people, they were excited. Oh my God, I want to hear that. I don't want to get in front of a living room. I don't want to do what Mr. Wilkins and some of the other leaders are doing in that regard, but I still want to earn income. I want to do it from my smartphone. And so she shared that, okay, what I have to do in order to expose people to the business, I've got to inbox 75 people a day. See your face? There's no way around the work. She says she has to inbox 75 people a day. She says, I've got to post 3 times a day across all my social media platforms. So I'm inboxing 75 people a day. I'm following up with them every single day. I'm posting 3 times a day, and I'm doing, listen, Facebook Live videos every single day, every single week. Why? Because she's exposing her business. So to me, it doesn't matter what your strategy is going to be. It doesn't matter if you're going to do it online with an online focus or an offline focus. It does not matter to me. But what I want you to know is that this is what you're going to get paid for doing. You're going to get paid for enrolling customers, acquiring distributors. You are going to get paid when your team is producing. You're going to earn a percentage, and then you're also going to earn a residual income on the subscriptions or the auto ships that are being processed every single month. Now, I told you the first way you get paid is called retail. What time is it, honey bunch?
8:36.
Oh, beautiful time. All right. So retail is about 1%. Write this down, please. 1% of all the customers inside of It Works are retail customers, meaning they pay the retail price. You send them to your website. They go pay the retail price for the keto coffee or the greens on the go or any one of the products, and you earn a 40%, up to 40% on the transaction. But only 1% of the customers in all of It Works pay retail. Why? Because of the second way that we get paid, which is what I call the loyal customer program. Why is this important to me? Well, remember I said the purpose for a comp plan is to drive a certain behavior. Now, let me share with you why we chose It Works from a compensation plan standpoint. The first reason why we chose It Works is because of the leadership. The leadership on the corporate side. These are individuals that understand unequivocally how to make business work in network marketing. They've been in business for 18 years. They're part of the top 100 companies in the world, has been as high as number 14 in the world when it comes to business in the network marketing, direct sales space. They generate $500 million a year in revenue, and they've requalified by generating $500 million every single year that they've hit it. They haven't decreased from the $500 million mark. That showed me that these are people that, number one, have a great work ethic. Number two, they understand what they're doing, and they can reinvent themselves time and time again. The second piece of it was this loyal customer program. When you understand it from a purpose standpoint, you will follow along with what I'm doing. What do I mean by that? In my career of network marketing, I said the first 6 years, we didn't earn a lot of money. The company that we got involved with was in 2009. I had never made 6 figures in a year in network marketing. I had always done it part-time. I was coming to the events. I was getting on training calls just like you're doing today, and I was learning the business. 2009, we got into a company. I was behind on our mortgage. I was behind on my car, one of the car notes. Just had Chandler, Jarrod Wilkins. She's now 10. Just had her in 2009, February 23rd. And listen to me, I didn't even have $150 to pay my light bill. I had just gone through a layoff on a job that I worked. It was an Inc. 500 company that we worked for, but the company had just gone through a major layoff. They laid off about 70% of the employees. I was a part of those layoff cuts. I'm looking for a job at the time. This is at the height of, remember the recession that we had in the U.S. in the world. They called it the global financial crisis. You know, I have a PhD, public high school diploma. Okay, so I'm filling out resumes 5 and 10 a day for positions that people that had bachelors and masters and real PhDs were filling out. So the competition was so high that they would not even look in my direction. I had an investment property. I bought one of my first houses while I was about 18 or 19 years old. And it was an investment property. And the gentleman that I entrusted to really take care of it and take care of the payments on it, he ended up doing bad business. So that house actually foreclosed, and I didn't know anything about it. So I got an offer from Shell Corporation to come on. They were going to pay me $32,500 for the year, plus bonuses and incentives. I was going to top off about $70,000 a year. This is in 2009. The only thing that was pending were 2 things: a background check and a credit check. I passed the background check with flying colors. Never been to prison. Don't have a felony. None of that stuff at all, thank God. But they pulled the credit report, and because it showed a foreclosure on there, they said, we cannot offer you the job. In order to work this good job, you got to have good credit. With my heart breaking and tears leaping out of my eyes, I accepted the call to do network marketing full-time again. I never forget, I had Cobra insurance. That's the insurance you have when you don't work for a company. There's no part of being broke, afraid, and desperate that I don't understand. Trying to survive on $500 a month. Paying light bills and robbing Peter to pay Paul, robbing all 12 disciples. That's exactly where I was in 2009. But I found an opportunity. I found a coach and a mentor, and he told me exactly and precisely what to do. And we went out that first year. I never forget that first full year, I made $117,000. My very first year in that business. I went from not being able to get a job to pay me $32,500, and I made $117,000. My second year, I made $213,000. My second year in that company. My third year, I was already over $370,000. By my fourth year, I was right at $500,000 in income. My fourth year in the business. So within 4 years, I'd earned over $1 million, starting not being able to pay a $150 light bill. Because I learned some skills. Now, here's what happened. We went on and started building that business, but here was the biggest issue. And this is why I want to talk to you about the Loyal Customer Program. We built that business, and we put in over 20,000 distributors on our team. I personally sponsored maybe 45 or 50 people in that 7-year period of time that I personally recruited into the business. And we grew it from 45, 50 people to more than 20,000 people on the team. But the biggest issue was this: we had no customers. Remember, I told you distributors are not loyal. So guess what happened to our distributors? They saw something else. They heard about another opportunity. They heard, their job was going through this, or they were going through this in their relationship, whatever, and they quit. By the way, the majority of the distributors will always quit. They'll go join another company. They'll get out of network marketing. Something will come up. Somebody will say boo, and they're done. So what I was looking for was a business model that had an emphasis on what? Customers. Customers do not quit. Let me give you the example that I always use when talking about our Loyal Customer Program, because I want the light bulb to go off for you tonight, because here's my challenge for you. This month here, before the end of the month, I want you to set a goal to go and enroll 25 new loyal customers. When you understand this right here, those of you that are diamonds and above, your check will quadruple. when you start getting people bought in to the second way that we get paid, let me explain what I mean. Here's what happens. You have a cell phone service, whether it's T-Mobile, Sprint, Verizon, some of you got Cricket, Boost Mobile, whatever. They enroll you as a customer one time. You probably had them a year, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. But watch this. You subscribe to that service one time. But how many of us, by show of hands, we pay our bill every single month? How many of us do it? No matter what's going on, even if you're broke, you got to pay your cell phone bill so people don't know you're broke. The worst thing to have happen to somebody here, it scares the living craziness out of you. So you pay that $50, that $150, $200, whatever your cell phone bill is. But here's what you are to that company, to that Verizon company, to that Sprint company, to that T-Mobile company, AT&T. You are what they consider a what? Loyal customer. You don't own any part of Sprint, AT&T, or T-Mobile. They're not looking for you to do presentations for them. They just provide you a service. You subscribe to it on auto ship, subscription base, and every single month you pay the bill. Every single month. That's the same thing that we have with our loyal customer program. See, here's what happens. See, when a customer enrolls, when you enroll a customer, remember, they subscribe for a minimum of 3 what? 3 months. Ladies and gentlemen, I call these end users. They're not showing the plan. They're just like you are with your cell phone service. Ladies and gentlemen, this right here is the very reason why I am in this company. This here. Why? Because I've been in 2 other network marketing companies, my wife and I, over the last 10 years. And in both companies, the same thing happened. We built a business, 20,000+ people. And after it wears off, after the excitement dies down, after, people make some money or whatever it is, guess what they do? They Judas me. I mean, they quit the business. Some of them have Judas me. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a whole different leadership training. But they quit. And if your income is tied to distributors buying product or joining the business or their auto ships, your business will go up and it will crash. With customers, watch this, they pay their subscription fee every single month. Now watch this. You're going to make a minimum of 45% on these orders. Why? The first month, you make 15% of their order. So, for example, if your customer orders 100 BV or $100 worth of product, what's 15% of 100? $15, right? Okay? So every time they spend $100, you make $15. Watch this. In perpetuity. Month after month after month after month after month after month. Are you following me? So now, for the first 3 months, you're making 15% month 1, 15% month 2, 15% month 3. But watch this. You make 15% on the life of the account. Then we have the coup de grace, and I'm done with the second one we get paid. We have Utopia. This is the game changer. Utopia is the customer service department that interfaces with your customer. They put them on what they call an email drip campaign, where they send them emails. They give them they have artificial intelligence and some of the best programmers, computer programmers, that sometimes a customer, and some of you probably have noticed this with your loyal customers, they may order, keto coffee, but they'll get the keto coffee, and in their order, they'll send them a blender bottle, which lets them know, oh, guess what? We've got other products available, and they can go in and they upgrade. Now, listen to me. The minimum order for a customer is 25 BV. The average loyal customer spends about 80 BV a month. The minimum they have to spend is 25. They're spending 80 BV. Why? Ladies and gentlemen, because of Utopia, marketing to them. So your job, my job, is to acquire the customer It Works' job is to keep the customer and have them spend more money. Are you following me? This is the game changer because customers are loyal, distributors are not. Okay, so now, this is the second way you get paid. You got it? Say, I got it? Third way. What time is it, honey?
8:49.
8:49, good deal. All right, third way you're going to get paid. We may go about 10 minutes over, 15 minutes over. Now, third way you get paid is the fast start bonus. All right, this is how this works. Remember, I told you on the front end of the comp plan, you get paid for enrolling customers. Remember that? And acquiring distributors. This is where the acquiring distributor pays out. So this is you. Okay? When you enroll Jarrod Wilkins, you're retired. Okay, here it is. Here it is. All right, so now this is you. What you have to do to start earning the fast start bonus, and this is why you've got to teach this day one. As soon as they get into the business, you want them fast start bonus qualified. Why? Because here's what happens. For you to earn this bonus, you need to have enrolled at least 2 loyal customers. For you to earn the $100 bonus, to be qualified to earn this bonus, and it's paid out every single week that you qualify for it, you need to have enrolled your first 2 loyal customers. Our first 2 loyal customers, the day we enrolled, my mother-in-law and my father. Day one. Mother-in-law, what did she get, baby? What was her order?
Mom?
Yeah.
She got the cleanse.
Got the cleanse.
Your dad got the keto energy.
Keto energy. Our 2 loyal. Day one. How many of you got some family members? I know you want to market online on social. That's great. Make your family members your loyal customers. Ask them for a favor. Hey, I'm just launching my business. I need a favor. I would love for you to support me and just try one product for the next 3 months. It can be as low as $25. Here are the products that I have available. Keto coffee, keto, and then you walk them through it. And guys, don't make this so difficult, especially when you get a brand new distributor in the business. You want to explain to them, hey, I want to set you up for success day one. I want you to get promoted in our compensation plan. The first promotion you're going to get is by you becoming fast start bonus qualified. And I ask them, do you want to be qualified for bonuses? Yeah. Okay, what you've got to do right away is you got to enroll at least your first 2 loyal customers. Obviously, when they enroll 4 customers, they get the $100 free shopping spree if they do it within their first 30 days. So now, this is how this works now, enroll Jarrod Wilkins as a distributor, I'm going to join with the distributor kit. Whether that distributor kit is normally $99, right? Right now, we have a promotion where I can enroll this month for $20. That won't always be the case. But watch this. If you enroll Jarrod for $20, guess how much money you earn? You earn a big fat 0. So I want you to stop getting excited and jumping for joy when you enroll a person for $20, especially when you paid for it. You are a kit salesperson. Kit salespeople are not Millionaire Club members. They're not 6-figure earners inside of It Works. When you personally sponsor somebody, that means you are responsible for showing them the proper way to get started. So when Jarrod gets started, yes, he gets a distributor kit. But I'm also going to share with Jarrod why he needs to boost his order. Get him at least 200 BV, 500 BV, or 1,000 BV worth of product right away. God, I am running a business. They can't put together $200 to start a business and they want to earn money. They can't put together a budget of $500 or $1,000. The broker they are, the more money they need to invest. It's no different than if you were looking to buy a home. The worse your credit is, the more money you got to put down. They don't look at you and say, oh, I see through your credit report you're struggling and you're not able to pay your bills and stuff, so we're going to give you 0. They don't do that. When they did that 10 years ago, look at what happened. They gave people, you know, us in the subprime market. Guess what they did? They let them get these homes for zero down, even though their credit says, hey, this person's not qualified. And guess what happened? Those homes foreclosed. And so many of us were having foreclosures in our business because we're not boosting people's packs. They've got to put some money down. They've got to have some money invest. They've got to have skin in the game so they can have product in their hands. So now, after I boost my pack, watch this. Remember, and this is a part of the comp plan a lot of you are missing. Listen to this. Remember, you personally enrolled me. So whatever volume I order, you make 15% of that BV. So if I join for $20, you are enrolling me as a distributor, and I boost my pack with 1,000 BV order, 15% of 1,000 BV is how much, class? $150 that you just earned. You follow me? Why? Because when you personally enroll the customer or the distributor, you make 15% on the life of their account of orders. Now watch this. Here's what also happens. When I go out and within my first 30 days, I enroll my first 2 loyal customers, this triggers this $100 fast start. So you get paid another $100. So ladies and gentlemen, here's what happens. You made, watch this, you enrolled Jarrod. This is the third one we get paid. Jarrod joins with the distributor kit. Okay. He boosts his pack. You make 15% of whatever order he made. In this example, Jarrod purchased 1,000 BV worth of product. You made $150 plus plus the $100 because I enrolled my first 2 customers. You've made $250. How many of y'all like that by show of hands? You see the comp plan now? This is why, remember, on the front end, enrolling customers, acquiring distributors. Now watch this. Now I'm going to blow your mind. Watch this. Remember I said I joined the business because of the long-term money on customers. Watch this. Watch how it works. Come on, leaders, watch this. Now, every single month, I'm going to get this subscription paid to me every single month on all of these customers. So if Jarrod, he's on my first level, let's say Jarrod goes out and puts on 25 loyal customers in the month of March. Guess what? You still get paid that 15%. If it's on your first level. Well, I'm sorry, you get paid 10% because you didn't enroll the customers. Jarrod did. And Jarrod's on your first level. Do you know you make 10% of what these 25 loyal customers order? See, on all these customers, so let's say this month, 25 loyal customers ordered $10,000 worth of product, $10,000 in business volume. 10% of 10,000 is $1,000 that you just earned. Are you following me? Okay? So this is the customer acquisition piece is so important. I want them to get promoted right away to become a Fast Start bonus qualified. How do you do it? You've got to enroll customers. Put your mama on here. Get your uncle, your grandpa, your sister, your cousin, your pastor. All the people that say no to the business, great. Do me a favor. Be one of my loyal customers. Just try one product a month for the next 3 months. If you don't like it, you can cancel it, no problem. Watch what happens. Set a goal this month. Put on 20, the next 7 days, you ought to be enrolling customers like crazy. We're gonna do a promo on customers. Now, that's the third way. All right. Now, fourth way we get paid, it all rolls into what we've just talked about. Okay. The fourth way, this is what we call team commissions. Okay. So this is you. All right. Now, you're going to build what we call 3 legs of business. Okay. 3 legs of business. Now, in a previous company, Jarrod Wilkins, we were involved in what we call a binary compensation plan. We earn millions of dollars in this type of compensation plan structure, but for the sake of this example, I want to explain the difference. I'm going to share with you why the company we were with for the last 3 years prior to It Works, in the same time frame, why that company had about 20 people that were Millionaire Club members, while It Works had over 150. I'm going to share the difference. See, here in It Works, we got to build 3 legs or 3 teams. A leg means you personally enrolled them. Okay, that's a leg. So you enrolled Jarrod Wilkins, I'm considered a leg of business. You enroll, Stephen, he would be considered a leg of business. You enroll Jasmine, she would be considered a leg of business. Does it make sense? So when you personally enroll a personally sponsored distributor, they are a leg of business. Now watch this. In our previous opportunity that we were part of for 3 years, you only had to enroll 2. Now most of us, remember I told you a comp plan, the way I look at a comp plan is based on how many people are living in. Now watch this. We used to tell people that this was a better structure for them to build on because the majority of people will only enroll 2.5 distributors in their career. And that's the average in network marketing, 2.5. But the last time I checked, when you have 0.5, you round up. So that's actually 3. Okay? Now watch this. Let's say in this example, I'm going to show you why this comp plan here is so powerful. Now, let's say this is what we call a binary. Binary means 2. Okay? Means you got to build 2 teams. Watch this. Let's say this is you and you enrolled Jarrod Wilkins on this team. We've been involved in It Works now 6 months. We're approaching 23,000 people that's a part of our team between loyal customers and distributors combined. So let's say that happened in this type of a structure. So you got 23,000 people over here. And let's just say, for the sake of it, our team on a monthly basis averages over 200,000 a month in sales right now. Okay, on that. Some months it's 240, some months it's 190. But let's just say 200,000 a month. Do you know in this structure, do you know what your income would be? Your income in this structure would be $0 for the month. Even, watch this, even though you are generating over $200,000 worth of business. The only way you would get paid in this structure is if you go and find a Nina Mora, or you go and find a Tracy Fisher, or you go and find a Joseph Newman, or you go and find maybe a Wayman, or you go and find maybe a Perry Beasley. So you can start balancing out these legs. That's why they would call this your weak leg and your strong leg. And so it sounds good and it even looks good, but most people are making no money. They've got thousands of people in the business. They've got maybe thousands or hundreds or tens of thousands or millions of dollars in revenue coming in through their business, but they make no money because it's all on one side. Here's It Works though. Let's say you recruited Jarrod Wilkins. And Jarrod Wilkins is doing, watch this, $200,000 a month in sales. Remember, I'm on what they call your level 1. Level 1, you earn 10% plus a 5% personal bonus. So that's a total of 15%. Class, let me ask you a question. What's 15% of 200,000? Come on, class. 15%. Come on, put it on the screen. Show me some fingers. 15% of $200,000 is $30,000 in income. Let me ask you a question. What's better, $0 on $200,000 or 30,000 on 200,000? How many of y'all going with the It Works comp plan? See, this is why It Works has so many people making money. And here's the beautiful thing. It's solid and consistent because that volume is not coming from distributors only. A majority of that volume, it is coming from distributors, but more importantly, it's backed and coming from loyal customers. So now watch this. So hopefully you got that. Now, I'm not against this. I'm not against the binary. I'm not speaking ill or down on the binary. I just understand what this roller coaster ride looks like. You are constantly having to replace, especially when it's not backed by customers. Now, let me explain something to you real quick here, and then we'll be done with this third way. Now, here's what happens. Okay? So when you enroll your distributors, okay, on your level 1, you're paid 15%. So whether these are loyal customers or distributors, obviously they're going to be distributors for that to be a leg, right? But even if you got loyal customers, when you personally enroll loyal customers, those loyal customers, you can place them under distributors. You can move them under distributors. So let's say you've got 25 loyal customers in the month of March. You can move your 25 customers under distributors that you personally enrolled, and it will trigger that $100 bonus, that $100 fast start. You can move it. It's completely legal. Now watch this. On your level 2, you're going to get paid 10%. What does that mean? What's level 2 mean? Level 2 means the distributors that you enroll, when they personally enroll other distributors, you get paid 10% on what these distributors order. Okay? You get paid 10% on the volume of each and every one of these distributors. Now, somebody had a question the other day. Do they take the volume total from level 2 and just give me a flat percent on the total volume? No. What they do is they take the volume of each person on your level 2 and pay you that 10% on their order. Does that make sense? Okay? Level 3, you get paid 5% on level 3. Level 3 are distributors and customers that are enrolled by people on level 2. Level 4, level 5 is 5% as well. Okay? These are customers and distributors that are enrolled by people on level 4. Now watch this. I want you to understand something. Don't get so confused with all this. Stay focused. Remember, I told you, the purpose of a comp plan is to derive a certain behavior. What is the behavior I want you focused on for the remainder of the month? 25 loyal customers. 25 to stay alive. If you forget everything, rewatch this video and go enroll 25 customers. Just rewatch it. Go, forget everything else I'm saying. Go tomorrow, starting tomorrow. Go through your social media, go through your phone, whatever you go through. Go put on 25 loyal customers. I promise you, this will make sense in your back office. So when preliminary income shows up for the month of April, they'll show you your prelims that first week. You'll be like, oh, he knows what he's talking about. Now watch this though. Level 6 is 2%. You make 2% on your level 6. Now, here's what people don't understand. The reason why people are making so much more money in It Works is because you can have, listen to me, you can have on level 1 and 2, or on level 1 or level 2, you can have 10,000 people on level 2. There's an emerald in the company. There's an emerald in It Works. This is her first time in network marketing. Never done this before. She personally enrolled a young lady she met at a restaurant. The lady she met at the restaurant had never done network marketing before either. Do you know that young lady went out and became an ambassador? Watch this. So the ambassador is on her first level because this is the emerald. She enrolled this lady she met at a restaurant. How many of you go to restaurants? Why don't you open up your mouth at the restaurant? Hi, how are you? Smile. Smiling is the universal language for I'm ready and open to have a conversation. Now watch this. She enrolls the ambassador. The ambassador gets, the young lady gets started, becomes an ambassador. So she gets 15% on her level 1. That same emerald gets 10% on level 2. So when that ambassador enrolls people, guess what? That ambassador's distributors fall on level 2. And all their customers, they're all there. It's so high up for the emerald. The emerald is earning, her biggest month so far has been $40,000 for the month as an emerald. This is just the 4th way we get paid. Let me get to the big ones. Okay? The 4th way, write this down in your notes, is your residual income, your royalty check. That's the money that comes in every single month, and it's not affected big time whether or not people are recruiting or not. It's purely volume based. Okay? So what you'll see, it's a solid, stable, growing income. Whether your recruiting numbers are up or whether they're down, it's still solid. Now, the 5th way you get paid, this is the generational bonus. What time we got?
9:10.
Oh my God. All right, we got to cut it short. How many of y'all want me to keep going by show of hands? Y'all want me to keep going? Only got 2 more to go. Can you hang with your brother? Hang with me. All right, come on. Let me scroll through and make sure y'all gonna hang.
Don't touch nothing. They got you.
Yeah, okay. People are saying, okay, they're gonna hang with me. Okay, here we go. All right, the generational bonus. This pays out when you are a diamond and you have other diamonds on your team. Okay? Until you become a diamond and you have promoted other diamonds on your team, don't even worry about this one. This bonus is more than likely 3 to 4 times larger than the 4th way we get paid, because you're picking up more volume of income based on people being promoted to diamond. So this, I typically cover the 5th way, just at a high level. I mention it, but when you become a diamond and you start promoting other diamonds on your team, not diamonds that have been placed down below you through your upline, they have to be in what they call your personal group. Meaning you sponsor the person that sponsors someone that became diamond or whatever it is, or above, then this pays up to 10% when you get to ambassador. Okay? Now, let's talk about the big money. This is what we call the diamond leadership bonus. Very important. Okay, this is method number 6. So this is you. You are now a diamond. Now listen to me, class. Until you become a diamond, you're not qualified for this bonus. So if you're executive, ruby, emerald, you don't earn this bonus. This is why you got to get to diamond. How do you get to diamond? Diamond, you generate 8,000 in total volume for the month. Okay? 8,000 in volume for the month. You have 1 emerald and 1 ruby and 1 qualified lady. This is diamond. This is not a big deal. This is only a big deal if you have no influence, meaning you just, people don't trust, they don't know, like, or trust you. That means you have no influence. So you call somebody and tell them get on a conference call, they don't get on because they just don't trust you. They don't trust your judgment. You haven't done anything in significance in life for them to respect you or for them to listen to you. Deal with it. Just deal with it. It's okay. I didn't have a lot of influence when I started network marketing, but because I was consistent and persistent, I developed influence because people saw that I was going somewhere. So influence, number 1. Number 2, experience. And number 3, work ethic. Okay? This is how you go diamond. Influence, experience, work ethic. Not by diamond. I'm talking about building diamond where you're requalifying. Now, here's what happens. After you become a diamond, the company gives you a promotion. They promote you, whereas whenever you enroll a new leg of business, that's where this diamond coded bonus kicks in. So now you're a diamond. Let's say you go out and you recruit Nina Mora. Okay? Nina, she joins. Remember, she's going to boost her pack, right? Because you're sponsoring her. And Nina is going to enroll her first 2 loyal customers. Why? So Nina can become Fast Start bonus qualified. Remember, you want to get her promoted. Get her paid, get her promoted. So she enrolls her first 2 loyal customers. You're still going to make the 15% on what she ordered. Let's say she ordered 1,000 BV worth of product, meaning she boosted. So you made $150 for that. Nina, because she enrolled her first 2 loyal customers, you're going to also make $100 Fast Start bonus like you did before you were a diamond. But now you are a diamond, the company is going to give you a diamond leadership bonus because she enrolled her first 2 loyal customers of $80. So let's do the math, class. 150 plus 100, that's 250. Plus 80, how much did you make, class? $330 for personally enrolling Nina. It does not stop there. This is why this is so important, customer acquisition. Remember, this is triggered, the Diamond Leadership Bonus is triggered when Nina enrolls 2 customers. Now, let's say Nina goes out and she enrolls her brother, Rashid Coleman. Okay, he's a triple diamond. But Rashid, remember, he has to get 2 loyal customers. Nina enrolled Rashid, so Nina is going to get the 15% of when Rashid boosts his pack. Nina is also going to get the $100 Fast Start because he got his 2 loyal customers. But in this example, Nina is not yet a diamond. So you get the $80 Diamond Leadership Bonus. It's going to get even better. Let's say Nina goes out and recruits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new distributors. Right? Each one of these distributors gets their loyal customers. That's 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 80. What's 6 times 80? 6 times 80. You made another $480 because you're a diamond. And Nina went and recruited 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 distributors, and each one of them got customers. Now, here's what people don't understand. Remember, these are loyal customers. So every single month, even after they paid you the 80, 80, 80, 80, they will keep paying you every single time those customers are reordering product. Every single month. Every single month. Why? The purpose of this comp plan is to enroll customers. You enroll a distributor so the distributor can bring you more what? Customers. The only reason why I enroll a distributor, I look at every new distributor as a doorway to 25 new loyal customers for my business. When I see a new distributor hit the system, I say, oh, that's a doorway to 25 new loyal customers. Why? This is why you got so many of these young ladies in the company that are making $20, $30, $40, $50,000 plus a month. The number 2 income earner in the company is 24 years old and has been with the company 2.5 years. And here you are with your master's degree. Here you are with all your intellect. Here you are with all your know-how and know this and do that and do this. And you still hadn't put on your 25 loyal customers. Here you are with all your experience and your giftedness and your oratory ability, and you've got 19-year-olds making more in a month than you make every 3. Guys, ladies, get to Diamond is a license to print money. It's not even fair. Why? Because it's triggered by customers. But it doesn't stop there. Watch this. Let's say now you get promoted to double diamond. Let me erase this. You get promoted to double diamond. Okay? You go out and you go double. Watch this. Let's say you recruit Jarrod Wilkins after you're a double diamond. Now you get paid $120 for the same work. So when Jarrod enrolls his 2 loyal customers, you make $120. Oh my gosh, isn't that good? Let's say Jarrod goes out and recruits. We personally sponsor now about 60 distributors. Let's say all 60 of the distributors we sponsored went out and got their loyal customers. You do the math. What's 60 times $120?
7,200.
That's $7,200 you would have made if our 60 distributors that we enrolled their first 2 loyal customers within their first 30 days. Just in the double diamond leadership. Watch this though. Those people, they go out and they start enrolling other distributors of their own. And those distributors, see, this is through infinite levels. It doesn't matter where it is. Every single time a new distributor joins your business that acquires their first 2 loyal customers, it triggers that bonus. And then those loyal customers are on a subscription service. So it's paying you every single month. So you get the bonus one time, but every month you get that reoccurring check that gets paid to the 4th way we get paid in the bonus. This goes up to $135 at triple diamond. It goes to $145 at presidential diamond, and it goes to $150 at ambassador diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your comp plan. This is the comp plan. See, I've given you all, and you need to rewatch this, and you'll understand it even more when it shows up in your back office. So here's what I will give you in terms of what you need to do next. Here's what you need to do next. What you need to do next, number 1, set a goal for the month of March. We are closing out March Gladness with a bang. I want you to have a loyal customer focus. That I'm not saying don't do any sip and shaders. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying don't do any Zoom meetings. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying don't do any 2-on-1s or 1-on-1s to enroll distributors. I'm not saying that. I'm saying on top of that, I want you to have a mindset to enroll a minimum this month of 25 loyal customers. Jarrod, I haven't ever done that. I know you haven't. That's probably why you're not diamond yet. That's probably why you're not requalifying yet. You have to have the mindset starting right now. I promise you, you buy into this philosophy right now of 25 to stay alive. I know the company says get 2 loyal customers and your fast start bonus qualified. They say get 4 loyal customers within your first 30 days. And guess what? They give you $100 shopping spree. I'm saying to you as your leader, go out and get 25 customers. Lord, I know you can do it. Watch this. If I put on a contest right now that you get for every person that gets 25 loyal customers, we will put your name in a hat. We're going to put, watch this, we will put $50,000 into the pot. And whoever gets 25 loyal customers, everybody that gets 25 loyal customers, your name will be put in that pot, and we'll split the 50,000 amongst all 25, or for everybody that gets to 25 loyal customers. By show of hands, how many of you going to be in the pot? All right, let's sweeten the pot. Let's say we take that pot and we don't do 50. We get corporate to match the 50. We put $100,000 into a pot. And your name goes into the pot. Watch this. Every time you get a loyal customer. And now we split, watch this, the amount of shares that you have in the pot, the amount of times your name is in the pot will determine what the split is. So if it's 1,000 names in there, we'll take $100,000 and divide it by 1,000 names. You know, every time your name was pulled or every time your name's in there, you get $1,000 per share. How many of you think that you would be in there? How many of you would like that? All right, here's what I'm going to do. We're not going to do that at all. I'm going to tell you this. Go put on 25 loyal customers. You're going to set yourself up to have $100,000 a year. Go put on 25 loyal customers. You are going to set yourself up within the next 12 months. You will have $100,000 a year in this business, guaranteed. Try me on that. You cannot enroll 25 loyal customers and not find a distributor. You cannot enroll 25 loyal customers and not build your confidence. You cannot enroll 25 loyal customers and not put yourself in the environment and mindset of those of us that are six-figure earners. I promise you. March Gladness closing out. Do I want you sponsoring new distributors? Heck yes, I do. I also want you to put on new loyal customers. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I know we've got the corporate call going on. It's already started. We went a little over on time because I want to make sure you understand not only the psychology and the philosophy of the compensation plan, but I wanted you to understand each and every aspect of how it works. You go out and work, and I'm so proud of you. Congratulations for being on the entire duration of this call. Congratulations to each and every one of you leaders. Let's go out and let's close out March with a phenomenal bang. God bless you. God bless your families, and God most certainly bless your dreams. Look for the replay of this broadcast. Take care. Take charge.